Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026, and today's construction is by Hoang-Kim Vu, who's contributed about a dozen puzzles, I think, to the New York Times so far. And it's a Wednesday, so we're expecting a midweek, mid-difficulty themed puzzle, and we can see some circled and some shaded squares, which will no doubt be involved in that theme somehow. Let's dive in and see what we've got for Wednesday, April 22nd. All the World per Shakespeare's Jakes is a stage. A countertop piece, a slab, a marble slab, maybe something like that. First things first for a chef. First things first for a chef. Prep, maybe? Villain in the Bible's Christmas story. The Bible's Christmas story. Villain, eh? Herod? I don't know. Is that what we want? Christmas story. Maybe it is Herod. Not sure. Titanic, maybe something like huge. Lead into pad or port. Helipad or heliport, maybe, for helicopter landings. Spurred on, and we have our revealer down at 11 there. 11 and 31 and 43 down, a three-part revealer. An environmentalist motto as suggested elsewhere in different ways in this puzzle. Very interesting. But this one is spurred on, and I'm not sure what it is, so let's check some downs. Blank butter, probably we want shea butter, often used in cosmetic products or moisturizers. To mind is to tend. A grand entryway might be an arch. Jane Blank Institute, a wildlife conservation group, I'm guessing Jane Goodall, which would make this condition that it may involve stimming for short, ADHD, fair enough. Professor's URL ender, probably an EDU. Now this is, yeah, okay, that's fine. Some pre-revolutionary Mid-East leaders. Do we want Shahs? Mid-East. Could be. It's going downhill fast, maybe a luge. James, who wrote Let Us Now Praise Famous Men, I believe the poet James Agee. Supporters of a king or queen, I guess we're talking about beds here. So probably we want, what, bed slats maybe or something like that. I'm not positive about the slats part of it, but this looks like encouraged. Spurred on, encouraged, that makes sense. Let me know if you're coming, RSVP, and this looks like sheesh. Good grief, sheesh, that works. Kachina doll carvers. I'm not sure what we want there. Dish traditionally found with Saigon cinnamon, flavored with Saigon cinnamon, is pho, soup. God served by the ravens, Hugin and Munin, I think is probably going to be Odin, the Norse god. Oh, is this reduce, reuse, recycle? Let's see, reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, fair enough. It is Earth Day today, isn't it, after all? So there you go. Trojans School. I don't remember, actually, what school has the Trojans as their athletic team. I'm sure I'll figure it out. 1 of 2 on a scorpion, probably a pincer. Is this UNC? University of North Carolina, maybe? No, USC, it looks like. The University of Southern California. Because actress Cuthbert of The Girl Next Door is Alicia Cuthbert, also famous from the serial 24. Rakish. Oh. What? Is this not pincer? Emerge once more. Should be reappear, so that's fine. What is this then? Are these the Hopi Kachina doll carvers? That's fine. Rakish. What? Bars on an energy bar say for short. Bars on an energy bar. I don't know what's going on there. Like some Scots. Celtic, maybe? Oh, UPC. So this is a loosh? I really don't know what that is. Huh. To look that up. German river to the North Sea. The Elbe, maybe? Is that right? Applies as facial cream. Dobbs, maybe? Icon on an online shop, the shopping cart icon. Opposed to, averse to, possibly. Annual show with astronaut-shaped trophies for short. Annual show with astronaut-shaped trophies. I don't know what that is. Te blank, Spanish, I love you. Te amo. Let's go back up here. Some buggies for short. And so in this case, we don't want little carts, but we want like dune buggies, like all-terrain vehicles. Alternative to tisk. I don't know. Is it TCH maybe? Something like that. Exercise for the... oh no, it's tut. Okay, right. Exercise for the arms and back. A pull-up. K Street group. I don't know. Maybe a political action committee? Is that what we want? I don't know what K Street is. I'm not sure. Not squarely balanced could be a tilt. Tony Winner Hagen is Uta Hagen. Former NBA champion Jeremy is Jeremy Lin, but Axe is Sen. I'm not sure about that. Is this Jeremy Lin or is it Axe? I don't know. I think it's Jeremy Lin, and I'm pretty sure it's Uta. Is it Uta like that or Uta? No, it's gotta be UTE. Huh, I don't know what this is. K Street Group, I don't know. Okay, we'll see. Studies all night, say. Crams. Group in the Situation Room. Oh, the National Security Council. Is that what it is? Paint container, a tin of paint. Golden Bears School, familiarly. I don't know. Oh, a can of paint. Oops. Am I dreaming? Like some Scots. Wait, didn't we already have this? Celtic? Oh, maybe this is Gaelic now. So Cal, Golden Bears School, Cal. I don't know what Cal State or Caltech maybe. I'm not really sure. Is able to, can. On blank with all the judges present. This is on ban. On ban. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but I think that's what it is. Terry of Tootsie, Terry Gar. Nickname alternative for Liz. Bethy? What else could it be? Tiny slice, a sliver maybe? Letters on a cognac bottle, VSOP. Blank uncertain terms, clearly. In no uncertain terms means clearly. Genesis grandchild Enos, I think. Oh, Betsy, that's right. Yeah, I know a composer who does not go by Liz, goes by Betsy. Fibrous. Fibrous, not sure. Like a black mamba vis-a-vis a python. Something Oh, right, fibrous could be ropey. One offering lessons, an instructor. That stinks. Not sure. Cry of pain, a yelp of pain, possibly. And some other authors abbreviated as et al, et ali. To seep. Don't know. Carolina blank. Don't know that either. Material for a ceramicist. I would have wanted clay. The face that launched 1,000 ships is Helen of Troy. To seep is to... What? That stinks. Ugh, maybe? Glass for a ceramicist? To seep is to lose? PR? No, I don't think any of that looks right. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Like a black mamba versus vis-a-vis a python. I guess deadlier. Annual show with astronaut-shaped trophies. Still not sure what's going on there. You might pass to one. Something mate, a teammate maybe. You might pass a ball or a puck to This is the VMAs, the Video Music Awards, maybe? Small advancement could be an inroad. Draining could be tiring. One might be used for battering, a battering ram. To win over is to enamor. Luxury Italian brand is Armani. Apple on a desk is an iMac, literally an Apple branded product on a desktop. Stregonona is a 1975 children's book. It might grow slowly on a phrase. A grin, maybe? John is another word for a toilet. Also can be called a can. And now I'm kind of stuck, aren't I? Seep. Maybe this is not Yelp, but so I want this to be ooze. Material for a ceramicist could then be glaze. Carolina Wren, maybe? And this could be yow, a cry of pain. Okay. And that all looks good. And then I just have to make a guess. Here. Axe. Axe. I'll put in the C. I'm not sure about that. No. Axe. Oh, an axe could be a guitar, or it could be a verb. Zen? No. I'm not sure what this is. K Street Group. Am I sure about? I'm sure about pull up. Am I sure about a tilt? Not squarely balanced, a tilt. I'm fairly sure about that. Pretty sure about Utahagen. I'm not as sure about Jeremy Lin. But with the L and I there, I remember it was an Asian basketball player. It's very tall. Was it Lin? Was it Liu? Because to axe could be to hue, but I don't see what a PAH is either. Oh boy. What else could this be? I'm gonna pause it. First, I'm gonna double check that it is Jeremy Lin. I'm fairly sure about that, but I want to double check that. And then if that doesn't help, I might look up and see what K Street is. I am a little disappointed in myself that I can't quite finish this off by myself. But this happens sometimes. And let me just check these couple of things first. Okay, so I think that I figured it out. I think I was right at first that this is a political action committee. Jeremy Lin, I confirmed, was correct. And I think I was wrong about the spelling of Utahagen. I think it's UTA, and that would make sense with can, to can someone, to axe them, to fire them. I think that's what's going on. Okay. Well, I did need a little bit of outside help, but I still give myself credit for more or less finishing this on my own. And let's take a look at the theme. So we have reduce, reuse, recycle. And so I think the reduce ones are these ones with the circled cells here. Oops. In the sense that we have a fuller answer and then a more concise answer that could both satisfy the clues. So for 17 across, we have spurred on, which in its full sense could be encouraged. But if you just read the circled letters, it reads urged, which is also the same thing, urged on. Here we have applies as facial cream, which could be daubs, or it could just be dabs. And here, one offering lessons, we have an instructor, or just reading the circled cells, we have a tutor. And that could be just as fulfilling, satisfying a clue, an entry for this clue 1 offering lessons. Yeah, and so that's that. Then for these ones, we have recycle. And I think what's going on is that these are palindromic words, and that we have. I'll get off of it so that you can see. But for 21 across, which is good grief, we have sheesh, which is SHE, and then ESH, using recycling the first 3 letters into the next 3. Similarly, here at 28 across, we have an exercise for the arms and back with PUL, and then recycling them into LUP. So pull up. Sorry, they said they're palindromic, but they're not quite palindromic. They're just the first half and the second half of the words use the same 4 letters, same set of letters. So at 31 across, emerge once more, REAP, and then recycling to PEAR, reappear. And then finally at 44 across, you might pass to 1. We have teammate, TEAM, and then recycling to MATE. And for the reuse, we have 4 different entries that are can, 4 different meanings of can. And in fact, if I had been smart, and if I had been looking at the theme entries, I would have gotten can much quicker and wouldn't have needed the help there. So, oops. But we have 4 different meanings of can. We have to axe, as in to fire. We have a paint container being a can. We have is able to, the verb can. And we have can meaning a toilet, John here. So we've reduced and reused and recycled appropriately for this Earth Day. What else in here? I'll have to remind myself of the role of Herod. I think because of Herod's reign is why Joseph and Mary had to sort of go into the outskirts and into Bethlehem and try and find refuge there. I think that's what we're referring to there. And then what else? We have a pair of athletics clues. We have the USC Trojans here, and then we have, I think, the Golden Bears. I'll have to double check what Cal school that is. I don't know what a louche or louche as an adjective, I guess. Rakish as an adjective, so this must be as well. I've never heard that before, so that's very interesting to me. And then we have these pair of clues, like some Scots, 34 across is Celtic, and like some Scots at 47 across is Gaelic. And then what else? I think everything else is pretty... I mean, supporters of a king or queen is very light wordplay, even for a Wednesday. That's pretty... Whatever. En banc is one of those... legal phrases that appears a lot in the crossword. Apple on a desk is, again, very light for a Wednesday. It might slowly grow on a face. A little bit misleading there, but what we're looking for is a grin. I'm guessing this is the VMEs, the Video Music Awards. Haven't heard about those in a while. And Betsy is one of those nicknames that is a little bit further departed from the original name, kind of like, Chaz for Charles or something like that. But so it goes. Anyway, that's the puzzle for Wednesday, April 22nd. Solved with just a little tiny bit of help from the internet. And even though I probably didn't need it, shows me. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this solve, please leave a thumbs up. And if you want to know when I'm posting next, hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.